So in yesterday's video, I told you I was going to start doing things a little different, at least for a few months or a month or whatever, because my channel has, April 1st, as a matter of fact, has really taken a nosedive. All the videos, not just the new videos or new releases, everything. YouTube has made a clear statement that there's something wrong with my channel, so I got to figure out how to fix it. Now, it could be just everybody's on vacation, who knows what it is. So I'm just doing, I don't know, different things and trying different things out. Yesterday I showed you how to put the chickens away. I mean, we'll see how that video works. It hasn't released yet as of the recording of this video, so we'll see how it goes. So I might make 2 or 3 of these and decide this isn't working and do something else. I might have to take a break for 2 or 3 days. See if that resets the channel. Sometimes that's supposed to reset the channel. So I thought I'd come out here. It's early morning. It's supposed to rain today, just a couple hours. So I thought I'd hurry up and get this video idea out. So as you know, I've lost my eyesight in my right eye. I think it's coming back. I've talked about it many times. I'm working, taking vitamins, different things to try to get it to come back. And my peripheral vision has cleared up. But my straight on sight is still pretty bad. So I have to do things a little differently. My biggest concern was not being able to see the red dot when I take my driver's exam. Well, another thing I have to do is I have to make adjustments for my firearm use. So as I've told you in the past, I have this little SR-22. It's a Ruger. I love this thing. It's the greatest thing in the world. I carry it. I've explained all this before. Somebody's going to say, oh, that's a wimpy gun. I always have to explain it because somebody will say it if I don't. I'm a small guy. And there's just some concessions you have to make when you're a small guy. And one of them is get a smaller gun. So I did. I used to carry 9mm and everybody knew I carried a 9mm. Well, now I carry this. It's very accurate, very reliable. I use Blazer, CCI Blazer ammunition with it. But I had a problem with my right eye. I could put one of those red dot sights on it, but again, I would have to use my left eye to do that. So I trained and trained and trained and practiced and practiced and practiced, getting where I could use my left eye with just the iron sights. And I'm just as good, maybe even better, shooting this with my left eye. I'm pretty satisfied with my success with this. So that leaves rifles and shotguns. Well, the shotgun isn't too terribly bad. It's got a pistol grip on it. Now, I hate pistol grip shotguns. I've always hated them. My dad gave me this one because I live in a tiny house and it's easy to store. So then when I lost my sight, I can't line up with my right eye, but it's so much easier to use my right shoulder than my left shoulder. I tried using my left shoulder and it just didn't work. So that shotgun, I can kind of shift over to the left a little bit and make it work. So that leaves rifles, scopes, that kind of stuff. Nothing worked for me. So what I have done is I bought a laser sight for my 22. And this is, I don't know, I feel kind of wimpy having to use it because it's like cheating to me. But regardless, I've been using this laser sight and it's very useful. It's the cheapest one on Amazon. It's got the green dot. So it's a green dot. You might be able to see my hand there. And the reason I got the green dot is they say that green dots are better for daytime use. Red dot is for nighttime use, and that kind of makes sense. When I was on a submarine, we always had to rig the control room for red when we went to periscope depth, because red, it's hard to see, I guess, through the periscope. But the other thing is that there's no light blindness. So when you turn the lights back on, you're not blinded, and it doesn't dilate the eyes. I don't know what the deal is, but regardless, it was good for nighttime. So anyway, long story short, I got the green dot, and it is pretty bright during daylight hours. And I guess this one goes about 600 yards. Somebody's going to ask me for the link. I don't sell things on my channel. I just don't. I do my own research to find my own things. I would recommend that you do your thing. The only thing I might sell on YouTube is the Berkey and the Champion generator, if they were ever to ask me. So the other day, I was watching videos and I saw a video, but I think it was of a movie that I've never heard of, never seen, based on the comments that I was hearing. On an easy way to sight your laser or scope, I mean in the movie or show or whatever it was a scope. So I came out and I immediately tried it, and it worked just fantastic. Now I wanted to show you this. My mom bought me this for Christmas, and I kind of like it. It's just a little stand. I don't know where she got it, and you can take it apart and different brackets and different things, and it stabs into the ground. Came with some targets. These are not the ones that turn yellow after you hit it, so just be aware of that. It's just a regular dot, and it comes with extra tabs and different things you can cover up. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool, and I've been using it. So the other day I came down and I tested this new sighting practice, and what it is, I'm going to put you on my forehead now, is you wrap a rope around a tree and then you twist it until your gun is tight around it. So before I do this, I want to show you that the gun is in a safe mode as I can possibly get it. It has the chamber pulled back, the safety is off, meaning that it won't fire. So what you do is you put your firearm, and I'm trying not to point the barrel at my head, at my hand I should say. So now you see that I got the barrel inside the loop. And then what you do is you stand on the other side of the tree and you twist it. And the reason you want to stand on the other side of the tree is because you don't want to point the barrel at yourself. Always point the barrel of least consequence. So now this gives an amazing stability. You might be able to see I can keep it pretty stable with just one hand. I think the camera's picking that up. So since I don't need the scope or anything, this is going to be pretty easy with the camera. So I'm going to turn on the laser sight. Now I don't know if you can see that laser sight, but it is on the target now. Now typically what I did was I wrapped my hand around the tree, but that's going to make it impossible for you to see. So I may not be totally accurate, but I'm going to give this a try. So I need to chamber around. Hopefully that chambered. I slipped up a little. I took it off safe. Okay, that was a little low, but that's okay. It gets the point across. So I'm going to take the barrel out of the loop, shut off my laser. I've got it in safe. Set that up against the tree. We're going to come down here and check out the target. So I was a little low. I hope you got to see the green dot. That would have been pretty cool. But I may have had set the laser at the wrong setting. I've marked my laser sight at 10 yards, 20 yards, and 30 yards. No, it's at 10 yards. So that target is at 10 yards. So you might see here that I've marked it all up. I've wrote 10 and I've got a little notch there. And then I can turn it to 20 yards there, and then I just kind of guess where 30 yards is. I don't need to take it out, 200 yards or anything, but there is actually a significant drop between 10 and 20 yards. There's not much of a drop between 20 and 30 yards for some reason. A little, just maybe a half, quarter inch, something like that, just a little bit of a drop. So keep that in mind. This is not for long range deer hunting, but I don't use anything but this anyways. I've made one of these days set up the 30-06 with this, but I don't know why I would. I have an acre and a half, so it's not like I can utilize a long distance rifle anyways. So I hope that trick taught you something, because I really thought that was pretty impressive, especially with my eye going bad, and the older you get, you got to make adjustments to things you do. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you that video that I was putting those chickens away. So hope I can inspire you to think outside the box so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.